is, of course, providing the top players in the men's college game with playing privileges at several levels on the PGA Tour. Here's 15 through 6, all about those pathways to the pro game. And then the top 5 at the end of the NCAA individual competition in 2023 will receive status on the Korn Ferry Tour. And you see that number 1 on the list, Fred Biondi of the University of Florida, holding down that top spot. Senior on the Gator men's golf team, helped the international team win this year's Arnold Palmer Cup and became the highest-ranked Brazilian golfer ever in the World Amateur Golf Rankings. And it's great to have Fred with us on this Wednesday. What's it been like having a PGA Tour university available to you, giving you an avenue to the program and a way to track your progress through the season?
It means a lot. It's a pretty fresh thing, and the opportunity given is very big, and it's I'm definitely very happy about it. And but it's awesome. It's awesome that PGA Tour is doing this for us, and I think it's a great way to start your career. But again, there's a whole year in front of us, and everything can change. So, but yeah, I'm very excited.
Fred, you've already had a taste of golf at that kind of elite level. You qualified for the US Open this year at the Country Club at Brookline. What did you take away from that experience?
It was awesome. It's not every day that you play golf and see closely the players that you play on video games with, or you watched growing up, or you dream about playing with. And it was a great experience. I got to see a lot of things that I use as motivation, and also a huge learning experience for me. So I had a blast. I had my assistant coach, Dudley Hart, in the bag, and made everything very easy. He's been out there for years. So it was awesome. I had a great time.
Speaking of making things, 4th hole, 2nd round of the U.S. Open, you hold out for an eagle 2. That ball went in like a putt. What do you remember the most about that moment?
Everything. I remember not hitting the first 3 greens there, and end up hitting a good drive on 4 and having a perfect number. And then I hit a good shot, and it looked really good. Like, I hit it exactly how I wanted, and it happened to go in. And celebrating with those guys, with Dudley and Chris got her up, was pretty cool. It was a pretty special moment for sure.
You came very close to making the field at the Masters earlier this year, Fred. You were 2nd in the Latin American Amateur Championship by 1 shot. Did that drive you forward, that disappointment, or were you deflated for a little while afterward? How did you process it?
My game coming into that week was really good. I love that course and everything about it. But I used it more as a motivation rather than putting my head down and not doing anything about it. I knew that after that final round, and I looked back and looked into the coverage and everything, and I realized what I did wrong and what I needed to work on, and it just kind of motivated me to get better and to move forward. I knew I was good enough to be in that position more often, and I thought that was just a big step for my amateur career.
You know, Fred, some would think that University of Florida, football and basketball kind of rule the roost, but the golf program is very renowned as well. What are the facilities like, the gym, practice area, the bells and whistles?
I love it. It's a pretty special place to me. I love the University of Florida campus. It was my first visit, and I just kind of fell in love with it. I mean, I have great teammates. I live with 2 of them, and I just had a really good time at Florida. The facilities are great. The people there that work there support us and are there every day for us are amazing people. And the coaching staff with JC and Dudley and even Billy Horschel has been showing up a lot and teaching us a lot. So everything about it, the gym is unbelievable, our program and everything. There's just a really big and very kind group to help us day in and day out.
You've got another big date coming up in a couple of weeks, Fred, with the US Amateur at Ridgewood Country Club, not far from here. What kind of preparations are you doing, and what expectations do you have of yourself?
I have pretty high expectations for sure. I will be doing a lot of preparation. I'm currently in Brazil, and I'm interning in a firm because I have to, because of my major at Florida. So at the moment, I've been playing a lot of weekend golf, but I'm about to leave and start my preparation for the Western Am. So I'm playing the Western Am and going back. I have a whole week in between those two, and then be fully prepared and ready to go for the US Amateur.
What are you studying?
I'm a finance major at Florida.
Yeah, smart man. So you grew up in Sao Paulo, where football is huge, by the way. How'd you even find your way to golf?
It's a pretty cool story. I played way more soccer than I played, or football, than I played golf growing up. I started with my grandfather. He had a golf course of his own in like a kind of weekend house that he had, and I was very young. I was 3 or 4. Don't really remember much, just little flashbacks. But started there, and I didn't play much from that age until I was 8, and that's when I started going every Wednesday for an hour lessons, literally until I was 13. And I would just play once a week. Used to play way more other sports than I played golf, and then I moved to the United States in mind to stay for 6 months, and I'm still there. Never came back. So that's kind of where I realized what I wanted to do and what I wanted to follow in coming years.
And now at the top of the PGA Tour University rankings, Fred, great chatting with you. Best of luck during your senior season. Enjoy your time back home. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.